You won't believe what I did today. I decided to swing by our old stomping ground, Hangzhou, out of blue. Felt like I needed a little nostalgia, you know. I ended up in our old neighborhood, walking around, looking at how much it all changed, and yet so much remained the same. I visited our old noodle joint and got the chance to make dumplings. You remember how my family and I used to make them every Chinese New Year, right? So there I was, folding dumpling wrappers like nostalgia itself was guiding my hands. It felt like stepping back in time. I swear, it felt so good and homely, I almost didn't want to leave. Anyway, our small chat group was lit today. Yuna came up with the idea of hosting a cocktail-making party at my place. Yeah, you heard that right. Cocktail party with a little bit of Evelyn's magic. And guess what? Hana, Ming, they all were super excited about it. They even want to learn how to make cocktails too. Ming said she will bring her special matcha cookies to pair with the cocktails. It's going to be something like Mixology 101, and I can't be more thrilled. And here's the kicker. After I shared about my dumpling experience, guess who pitched in the idea for a dumpling making party too? Yeah, it's Yuna again. I swear that girl's got so many party ideas up her sleeve. Now we're planning to pair Ming's cookies with our own homemade dumplings. I know, right? A perfect foodie experience. We even started discussing movie nights. Hana recommended some dark thriller called Downward Spiral, but you know how I'm more into fantasy. So we decided to take turns and create a watch list. Talking about all these plans with friends, it was so lively and exciting. For a moment, it felt like we're all sitting together chatting over coffee, instead of miles apart in different chat boxes. It was almost like we were all back in the dorm figuring out what crazy plan to come up with next, wasn't it? Anyway, now that our grand plan for a fun little get-together is set, I better get things rolling. Maybe I will do a quick painting while I'm at it. You know how relaxed it makes me feel after a long day. I gotta say, pottery is way more delightful than I thought it would be. Creating ceramics has opened up an entirely new perspective for me. Can you believe it? I'm crafting martini glass-inspired bowls with my bare hands. It feels like I'm molding my passion for cocktails into these little pieces of art. Quite literally. I finished an entire set today, and guess what? The bowls even ended up looking like martini glasses. Sometimes I wonder what our arts professor in Paris would have said. He would be either extremely impressed or terrified. And just when I thought my day couldn't get any better, Ming surprised us all. Remember our quiet, ever-focused chess master, Ming? Hold on to your seat because now he's turned into a rock music fan, and his new favorite track is Highway to Hell by AC/DC. Doesn't that just crack you up? It's kind of a wild twist for Ming, and I'm loving it. You know, I never thought I'd see the day where Ming would be jamming out to rock music, but I guess there's a first time for everything. Actually, scratch that. The most unexpected part of the day was still to come. The chat room was getting pretty lively with Ming's revelation, and then our conversation somehow shifted to my ceramic ventures. I mentioned that I finished a prototype of my martini ceramic bowl. And suddenly, Yuna brings up the idea of a pottery party. Honestly, I have to give it to her. She has a knack for party planning. But just imagine, the whole gang gathered round and painting pottery together. Would be amazing, right? And you know what? The more I think about it, the more I feel like it wouldn't be such a bad idea. It would be super fun. And who knows, maybe we will unearth some hidden artistic skills among us. Speaking of hidden skills, did I tell you that Ming will attempt to make a new cookie recipe? He's taking on the challenge of matching it with my Queens of Hearts cocktail. Combining cocktails and cookies, who would have thought? Guess who struck again today? Hansel, that's who? Turns out our local bar owner has a soft spot for my special mixes. Hosted a mixing event today, a small gathering of local bartenders. We might as well be a cocktail-loving family. You should have seen Hansel's face when I showcased my signature drink. He was all like, this is what makes you an ace bartender, Evelyn. I swear compliments from Hansel are like rare gems, valuable and hard to find. So you can imagine how Cloud9-esque I'm feeling right now. Chat room was quite the buzz today too. Yuna, as always, cracking us all up with her dartboard shenanigans at the cafe. Poor noob, he clearly didn't see what was coming his way. Ming, of course, wanted a recording, but alas, no footage there. But hey, with Yuna reigning both the cafe and the dartboard, we might actually need a Yuna Chronicles. Oh, and remember the plan of adding my special recipe to our bar menu? Well, guess what? Yuna couldn't wait till Monday to try it. She's so stoked to have a double shift, already drafting a to-do list for our Monday rendezvous. We've decided it'll be a double celebration. Our usual fun chaos, music, drinks, the dartboard showdown between Ming and Yuna, and now my special mix. It's gonna be a blast. Ming, that's sweetheart. Better start his dart training, though. University degree in dart defending, anyone? And don't even get me started on Hana. She's so invested in her martini bowl, she even negotiated keeping it for the grand celebration. It's hilarious, I tell you. Talking about it all, it almost feels like we're closing the miles apart. Don't you miss the crowd sometimes? Oh well, as they say, time flies when you're having fun and duty calls. Need to brush up on my mixing skills after all. Monday's the big day.